Welcome to week 7 of the Bulgarian Method for powerlifting. This week the rec was closed, so the 3 days that I would be lifting that club wasn't open, I had to find another gym. So this is the gym I was able to get a 7-day free trial pass to use, and this is Genesis. I do not recommend Genesis at all, purely based on the benches. Here you'll see me doing a bench and my back slipped and I immediately had to throw my butt up just to finish the rep. And like I said, that was because my back slipped, and all the benches are like they're it's like I'm benching on a water slide. It's so terrible that you can't build an arch for anything or have any leg drive. If you don't build an arch on bench, or you don't have any leg drive on bench, you just bench flat back without any leg drive, then I didn't have any other problems with Genesis. All I did was squat and bench, so it's kind of hard to get a good overall plan on it. But they do have a sauna and a nice locker room there, so it's really just the benches that I'm against. This week I also decided to throw in some of my deadlift singles on the 2 days that I deadlifted with hook grip to see how they would look, and to show you guys some of the weights I'm working on my singles. And then I also threw in a picture here about how my thumbs looked after this day, because it wasn't very good. The rep looked good and clean, but then my thumb was bleeding a lot throughout the day. It wasn't painful at all, it was just really bloody. So I finally got past the point where the hook grip is painful, but I do need to let my nails grow up a little longer so I don't rip up part of my fingernail.
Come on. There you go.
So that was a PR attempt at 550. It moved really smoothly and wasn't as hard as I would have imagined it would be, especially not as hard as the 545 was a week and a half ago. But it definitely was high. It felt high when I did it, and then I watched the video. Even from that really bad angle to see depth, it still looked high. So I didn't count it as a PR, even though it was pretty smooth and easy. And on this day, just to see how my depth looked with like actually my thighs, I rolled up my shorts to get those out of the way and throw off any bias. And I saw this, and my depth looked super low. I don't know if I was going lower because I was checking it, or if that's actually the amount of depth I normally get. But I was very satisfied with the depth I saw after rolling up my shorts. And the reason I decided to do it was because with the shorts I'm wearing, the two pair of shorts I wear, they both have a white line on the side that kind of make me think that's where my depth is at, that's where my thigh is at. So it's kind of hard to tell where my hip crease is at whenever I'm wearing these shorts. Now I'm going to briefly go into what my deadlift plan has been for the program, because like I said earlier, I had changed it after it had not gone so well. And so I changed it to working up from around 70% and going up each week. So on Monday I would do 10 sets of 1, and on Thursday I would do 10 sets of 1 at a higher weight. So this week I ended up doing 495 the first day, and here in a second you're about to see 515 this day, and I only recorded one of them. And this deadlift day is actually the last deadlift day I'll have. That's the multiple singles, because my meet is next Saturday, which is a week from today, and so on Monday I will work up to a heavy single similar to like I do the other lifts, to a heavy single but not overly strenuous. So I'll be hitting it after I do all my squat and my bench, and then working up to that heavy single, and hopefully it'll be somewhere around where I want my open to be at, or maybe a second attempt. Next week's video will include what exactly I did for a taper or a peak for the meet on the Bulgarian Method, because Saturday's my meet, and I'll have to decide what I'm going to do to lead into that, even though I'm maxing out every day already. So be sure to come back next week to see my last week of training before meet in Lincoln, Nebraska.